see trees of green and clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night. What a wonderful world.
I love adventures, I love stories with heroes and villains and all that kind of stuff, but the stuff I always connect with is the smaller, more intimate things, the feelings that these characters are feeling. That's the stuff that I hold on to.
You're his mother now.
I do not have the programming.
He needs to swim and fly.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
Roz is an unrelentingly kind character. In this wild place that she was never designed to be, she learns kindness can be a survival skill.
Did you perhaps order a Rosm helper robot?
Where do you think you're going?
Everyone on Wild Robot had such a great passion, and they're all doing their best work. This magical combination of scope and heart.
Based on the look of the book, and with the subject matter that we were working with, DreamWorks is the perfect studio because the animators had already been developing this amazing illustrative style.
Wow. You need to learn how things work on this island.
Do you need assistance?
We're really pushing the look further than what we had started on Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It takes a lot of work, so we did a little sample trying to make the leaves and grass on the ground merge together into solid areas of color. That really convinced us that it could work.
The vision of the art department combined with the comfort of the artist with the technology, all those things have built up. We wanted all those painterly touches, but we still wanted to be able to follow our characters through a believable, dimensional world.
They've really paid attention to every single detail. Every frame of this film creates spaces where it wants you to look.
Brightbill was never supposed to get this far.
Hello, bonjour, hajambo. I am Gosling0186. Right.
The migration to me is the showpiece of the whole movie. That's the scene that we have to build everything else around because we really had to earn that moment, and Chris boarded the whole thing himself.
Ready?
I guess I have to be.
He was a hero of mine since I was a kid. I grew up looking at his drawings in The Art of the Lion King, and it's a dream come true in every way.
I think I got it!
The artists here have outdone themselves in bringing a book and a story and characters to life that mean so much to me and to them, and hopefully someday to all of our audience that sees it. It's nothing like I've ever seen or experienced before. I cherished every single day.
You are ordered to return home.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
Every time I work on a film, I learn something. From Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, The Croods, How to Train Your Dragon, and Lilo and Stitch. All those movies, everything I've learned on those is going to be employed in this film.
Hello, I am Rosm7134. Do you need assistance?
One of my favorite things about making the Wild Robot is making the powerful and emotional through line. Roz is an unrelentingly kind character, but she is in this wild place that she was never really designed to be.
Hello. Chris is such a joyful artist. He brings that childlike joy into his work every day. He loves the thing he's making, and so he will infuse the sessions with that.
He's an incredible director, but also a really, really great scene partner.
All good.
Amazing!
That's infectious.
One of the things I really like about drawing Roz is because she's got these flowing arms and these flowing shapes on her legs, so she's very fluid.
I grew up looking at his drawings in The Art of the Lion King. This was the first time that I got to work with him, and it's on just such a beautiful, emotional story. It's a dream come true in every way.
He's got that great childlike wonder when you show him something just that he hasn't seen before, and he's like, that's... Stylistically, we started really pushing different painting styles, but we still wanted to be able to follow our characters through a believable, dimensional world.
With the painterly look, what we've gotten is a more real vibe than I've ever seen on an animated film before. Fantastic.
He's really the best audience and a great leader.
I genuinely look forward to animation every single day. The animators, the music, and acting all have fused together with emotion and warmth like I've never seen or experienced before. It began with the script. I jumped in and began the adaptation. Simultaneously, we work in parallel. So simultaneously to me working through the script, we were already beginning to identify different key places in the movie that we wanted to develop visually. And a lot of the style that you see on screen came from that development. It was those quick color sketches that I was attracted to and identified as a goal as far as like our finished look, which was something we had never done before. So those two things are running, and then a little bit later, when I got enough of the script finished, they were immediately thinking about different voice casting options for the film.
Hello. Do you need assistance?
One of my favorite things about The Wild Robot is the powerful and emotional through line.
It's a story about a robot that gets marooned on an island with nothing other than wild animals.
These animals want nothing to do with her, and they consider her to be a monster.
As sophisticated as she is completely new in this environment.
She starts looking for a task. That is what she's designed to do. She runs across a goose nest with one single egg. And now she's found her very first job.
Hello, bonjour, guten Tag.
Their relationship is obviously mother and son, and it just gets stronger and stronger throughout.
It's all about humanity and family more than anything, which for me is everything.
Here you go, kid! It's kind of exploring the question of what is humanity, and Roz is far more human than she thinks.
Ready?
I guess I have to be.
This movie is not afraid to pull at your heartstrings.
Come on, find that woo inside you.
Searching.
Woo, woo, woo.
That needs a lot more work.
We gathered an amazing cast for The Wild Robot.
Chipper, I completed my task.
Lupita really helped us understand getting to the heart of what her character's all about.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
Pedro, there was this sort of impish quality that he had.
I have some essential needs.
Almost like a little kid.
Just swimming!
Kid brought Brightbill to life. His delivery and feeling in his voice.
Roz, I could use a boost.
Was incredible.
This film has been made with very loving hands.
The look of the film was really based on this amazing illustrative style.
It's a very beautiful collaboration of the old and the new.
We can paint things like a painter would.
Right now, we are their only chance.
It's impressionistic, but it's more real. Roz is an unrelentingly kind character, and kindness can be a survival skill.
These characters, they're relatable, they're funny, they learn how to care about each other.
Don't be afraid! People are going to really enjoy watching a robot learn how to be wild.
I am a wild robot.
Aggression detected.
Roz was a very welcome challenge because if we did our job right, we hoped that her design would join some very iconic other robots that we very much admire, like C-3PO, R2-D2, certainly the Iron Giant. So that was a very welcome challenge. And Peter's designs from the book really pointed the way because we knew that it was going to be a humanoid shape, and we tried to stay true to the proportions that he described. But there was a lot, because of he has a very graphic style, so there was a lot of detail that we knew we were going to have to build in, and we were going to have to identify and finalize articulation beyond a normal human's articulation, because we really wanted this robot to be fun and surprising, and we knew there were going to be a lot of things that we were going to have to do with her that were going to be outside of a normal human's capabilities. Like I'd say the arms are a really good example of that. We stayed really true to the arm suggestions in the book. Those segmented arms that are very fluid. We really liked those. As far as the animals, we were really thrilled about the challenge, I'd say, of creating realistic animals. These designs were going to be a big departure from the business as usual, because normally in these anthropomorphic creatures, they go full, they're walking on two legs and they have jobs and etc. And we love that. One of the things I've forgotten to mention, I was very insistent that we get away from those human eyes that are always habitually placed in everything from dragons to fish to cats. It's kind of odd to me actually how much, it seems like no matter what the design, they mostly have these human eyes with human sclera and human irises and such. And I was very insistent that our eyes look more like the animal's actual eyes so that we didn't break the spell that we were creating.
I play Fink the fox.
My character, Thorn, is very powerful.
Thank you, Thorn!
What's that?
I know predators, and those are predators.
Predator and local goose expert.
I'll be chasing you again tomorrow. Nah, just kidding.
I love Brightbill. He's adorable, also just so funny.
Exemplary day for swimming tests, wouldn't you say? Scanning. Beep bop beep 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 bop boop beep.
Huh?
Suddenly I'm thinking I should maybe just stay with you guys this winter.
Nope.
Hey, it's working. I think I got it.
That's drowning.
Oh, I'm good. Just swimming. Swimming. Oh, good. Just swimming. Yeah. Thanks, Freak.
Amazing.
I impressed myself there.
There's a few scenes in the film that have this immense scale. The easiest one to go to is the migration sequence that is in the midpoint of the film, and that has to be mega. It's a mega scene. It's huge, and we have thousands upon thousands of geese, and that scale translates into emotional feelings, I think. We also have a couple of sequences that are time lapses, and I've never done anything like that before, and that was new to us. We also have what we call oneers. These are these shots that go on and on and on, and we don't cut. And we have two what we call oneers in the film, and they're very difficult to accomplish. They are a lot of work, but the reward and what you get out of them is well worth the effort that you put in.
I'm the bad guy.
Despite my cheery demeanor, I am unfeeling, inflexible, and morally neutral.
The character I play, Vontra, she is like user manual. You do not go beyond the user manual.
Come aboard, 7134. We will fix you right up.
I think I've forgotten something.
Roz, it is imperative you return to this ship. Gotcha.
Fink is devious but incredibly loving. Nothing like myself.
I need a replacement transmitter.
Do I have to do everything? When we run across another robot, we'll kill it and take its transmitter.
Negative.
Look, you need to learn how things work on this island. Me, the bear, everybody, we're all just trying to survive. And kindness is not a survival skill.
Really?
I cannot say enough good things about all the actors in this film.
How long is this gonna take?
Our voice talent is incredible.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Can't hear you.
You died.
All good. It has been fascinating to have a front row seat to the process of making Roz and the world that she lives in. I remember, obviously there's the illustration that comes with Peter Brown's book that was the source material. But then there was all the interpretations from pencil sketches and then adding color and dimension and texture and scale that has come through the years, and that to see the final version of Roz in the film as three-dimensional as you can possibly get with a two-dimensional medium, it's been so fascinating. And the choices have been very specific to tell the story. One of the coolest things, I think, is that they shied away from giving Roz a human-like face. So yes, she has limbs and that sort of thing, but her face is just two circles. She doesn't have a nose, she doesn't have a mouth, and therefore she doesn't have expression as we would expect it. And yet there's so much empathy we get from her as she evolves into a more empathetic, more individualized being.
Brightbill is where he belongs. And now you can return to your solitary life of struggling to survive on an island where everything wants to kill and eat you.
Brightbill was never supposed to get this far, you know that. It is more dangerous for him than anyone else, but he has a chance. If where his wings end, his heart can pay the balance.
Anyone see my lost fuzzballs? Smelly, bitey.
Allow me to introduce myself. Fink, predator and local goose expert. Which I know you could use about now.
I thought you said they weren't aggressive. That one's different. I've never seen one of those before.
Then we are in trouble. You do not belong here. This is a wilderness.
And I am a wild robot.
Oh.